Earnings volatility is a premium chaser's paradise. Here's how I'm playing it. Yo, what's going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you're having a God-blessed day. Today, every single person that comments down below is going to get our recession-proof strategy guide. All you got to do is drop a comment down below on today's video. I'll send it over to you. No opt-in. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. And, of course, I hope you are having a God-blessed day. Guys, if you aren't collecting premium this week, you're living under a rock. There are some amazing opportunities, in my personal opinion, that are fantastic for us Premium Chasers, especially stocks that I have a tremendous amount of high conviction in. We saw a big earnings reports coming out yesterday. Obviously, we had Robinhood, but for me personally, the big one was Fortinet. I was very, very paying attention to Fortinet. We saw a nice 7% drop, at least at the time we're recording this. And of course, the day before, my favorite stock, especially for running the wheel strategy, is Arista, which is continuing to get beat up. And I want to share with you guys what I'm eyeing and how I'm playing it. Obviously, first one I'm watching heavily is Arista here. Now, again, these stocks, we can be as aggressive or as not aggressive as we want to, okay? For example, for Arista, I like the 135s on this, and I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Arista here. I mentioned that in yesterday's video. We'll come back to this one in just a moment because I want to show you guys how I'm planning to play actually the Fortinet drop. Now, both Arista and Fortinet had a similar, fantastic earnings beats, but, right, guidance was looking soft, right? Guidance wasn't that great, which caused this steep decline. Now, me personally, I believe it is massively overblown, especially for Arista. Now, obviously, I am not a financial advisor. I have no idea what I'm even talking about. These are just the stocks that I'm personally getting involved in that I believe in long term, especially Fortinet. I love the IT cybersecurity and IT services kind of products. That's kind of like my background from many, many, many years ago. But with that said, we could see Fortinet now has really come into its bottom Bollinger Band area, actually down below its bottom Bollinger Band area. Now, since its last earnings, when we saw this steep drop down into those 70 ranges, I'm really looking, are we going to see support at that 73 level? It seems like we are, right? We did dip down to the 78s, and we've kind of slowly worked our way a little bit back. Now, we're kind of stabilizing here around the 80 level, and that's what's causing me to want to go look at like the 70s while we're still on a red day. When we're selling cash secured puts, I'm always looking to sell on a red day when a stock is trading towards its bottom Bollinger Band, and also preferably below the 200 and 300 day moving averages. So let me show you what I'm specifically talking about here. If you don't know what a cash secured put is, it's basically me saying I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Fortinet on a specific date and time at a price that I choose, but I got to make sure I have the cash to back it up. So for example, with Fortinet here dropping 7% here, for me, I'm like, I love this stock, right? I can obviously go out, right, and buy 100 shares for $79, or let's just say $80 and spend $8,000 and I get 100 shares. But what I can do instead is push that out, right? I could say sell a put, meaning I'm willing to buy 100 shares, and then I can go out, let's say 30 days. I'll go just under 30 days for 29 days, and I can go here and say, okay, what strike price do I actually want to purchase this at? So for example, the 70s, if I open up the 70s, we could see that's only a 0.09% chance of assignment. Not very aggressive if you ask me. And you could see here the premium that we'd be collecting on this specific contract. We could look at the bid and ask spread, of course, but let's just say around like $30, $40. So for me, that's not juicy enough. I personally am looking for something a little bit more closer to that 30% chance of assignment, just to make sure it's worth it for me, right? So for example, with the 75s here, right, I do like the 75s a little bit more. Playing at like the 30 delta, maybe a little bit more aggressive on this one. I like to wait at least an hour till market is open to see where things stabilize, and especially with Fortinet kind of dropping so heavily, I want to kind of see where it lands, where we start seeing that support level before jumping into it. But looking at the 75s here, just looking $5 off that current share price, I can see that's about a 20 delta, 20% chance of assignment, 80% chance of not. And we can take a look at our premium here. So we're collecting, let's just say, we'll meet right where in the middle between the bid ask and the spread. We'll just say $100 for the sake of simplicity here. We'll collect $100 of premium here for this specific contract. I'll go toss this into the cash secured put calculator. All my calculators are free, along with the Ark Options Strategy workshop. I give them away at the end. Click that second link in the description of today's video. You're going to learn how to take the wheel strategy to the next level with combining 5 sources of premium income. Plus, I'm going to give you my trade logs. I'm going to give you my calculators for free at the end as well. So we said we collect $100 and we're locking up $7,500. Remember, with a cash secured put, we have to lock up some collateral. And in this specific case, you can see I'm only getting a 1.33% return on my collateral here. Not necessarily something I'd want. Me personally, my personal goal is to hit a 2% return on my collateral whenever possible, okay? So in this specific scenario, what would I do? Well, I do, of course, love the 75 strike price, but I want to see us get a little bit lower here as well, right? So again, since Fortinet is taking such a big tumble, we kind of have to wait to see where things stabilize, right? I would personally want to be getting at least closer to that, 178 to the $200 range before doing a put on it. So right now, where I'm at with Fortinet is I'm just being patient with this. I really ideally want to be at the 75s, but if I'm going to take a 20 to 30% chance on it, I want to at least be hitting my 2% on my ROI on collateral goal. Okay. The next stock I'm heavily paying attention to and involved in is Kimberly Clark. Obviously, the big acquisition that they had with Kenvue caused a steep drop in this stock. I personally love they jumped into the 100s on Kimberly Clark. Obviously, do your own research and due diligence. But me personally, I love that it offers a dividend. Because if I get assigned, even at 100, I'm playing way close to the money for sure. But I actually want to get assigned for Kimberly Clark. That brings cost basis down. It's a form of dollar cost averaging. It's a form of collecting premiums just for saying maybe, right? So if I sell a put, and I'll show you guys the December 5th one right here, you could see the 101. We're collecting $275 in premium, probably closer to between around 350ish. You'd collect on this one between the bid and ask spread. We'll just say let's say 300 collected on this specific contract, but we could see we're wrapping up $10,000 in this specific scenario. So let's say $300 of premium collected on $10,000 of collateral, right? That's a trade that I like. That's a trade that I'm taking, right? A 3% return on my collateral, that is a little bit more high risk. Will anybody ever tell you that, guys? Making 3% a month is extremely high risk. It will come back to bite you. Expect assignment a lot more often. Now, again, if you want to really push out assignment, a lot of people that I speak with, they'll do like a 10 delta, like I showed you with Fortinet, right? Where they're just trying to create income. For me, it's not worth it personally. I don't think it's worth making like 0.5% in a month or 1% a month. Otherwise, I might as well just put my money in like SPY and just let it sit and forget, right? And ideally, I want to be pushing 2% return on my collateral per month. Obviously, there's some more aggressive plays that I'm making right here and there. And you could see that in the trade log where I do some more aggressive plays, right? And I'll be talking about some additional plays that I did just this morning with my Snapchat because yesterday we did see a big move on Snapchat. We had a great earnings and we actually shot up to like $9 a share and we ended up closing out our Snapchat position. You can see it is no longer here. If I go to my activity, you see I can buy to close. I got filled at $3 and I filled out my trade log here for that. And you can see I closed it out early. Another one, our close early now is at 56% of the time. I've closed my positions early and I collected just at a 3.6 ROI on my collateral, and I closed my position out just about 10 days early. If you ask me, that is absolutely fantastic. And just about a little over a 20-day period, making 3.6% on my money. I absolutely love this. Again, if you want that trade lock, second link in the description. Watch the 2-hour Ark Options Strategy training as well. It's going to help you implement all this stuff, especially if you're a beginner or a veteran. So this was one of the moves I made, and obviously we have our Conagra brand $17 puts here as well on Conagra. We are in a bit of a holding pattern with Kraft Heinz. I'm waiting for a green day there before running my covered calls on that and putting those shares to actual work. So stay tuned for that one as well. But that was the only move here on the public portfolio. Next one I'm heavily watching and invested in is Verizon. Verizon, guys, beat up here recently. Bit of a, I don't want to say falling knife, but kind of, I guess, sort of, right? It's had a nice little recovery here, but still below the 200 and 300-day moving averages. I love this stock personally because of the fantastic dividend that I'm getting, and obviously it's a lower cost stock as well. So I'm not necessarily, wrapping up a tremendous amount of collateral with something like a Verizon. So I am watching the premiums here as well. The premiums obviously were a lot more juiced up when we were at that bottom Bollinger Band area, but now we're kind of retracting upwards here and kind of seeing a little bit of a recovery recovery here on Verizon. And that's where I'm really focusing in, guys, right now. I want to be in stocks that are trending below their 200 and 300 day moving averages when possible. Arista is a special situation, at least for me. I do, would love for it to continue to drop, but I'm going to ride this wave down with Arista. It's scary. It hurts. I don't like doing it, but it's, when you have a high conviction stock, that's just kind of the nature of it. I kind of use cash secured puts as a form of dollar cost averaging into stocks I genuinely love. So even if I'm taking assignment at 135 on Arista, guess what? I don't care. Even if I'm holding it for 6 months to a year, I believe genuinely that this company will hit all-time highs again. And everything kind of right now is just kind of short-term noise for Arista. And the same thing goes for Fortinet, except Fortinet is in a lot better of a situation right now, especially being well below its 200 and 300 day moving averages. Okay, guys, that is it for today's video. Again, if you want all of my trade logs, you want my calculators, click that second link in the description of today's video. Watch the Ark Options Strategy workshop. You're going to learn how to combine 5 sources of premium and income into one simple investing strategy that you can implement in literally 15 to 60 minutes per week, if that. Plus, you'll get all my trade logs and calculators completely for free at the end of that training. Remember, guys, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.